Welcome back to another episode of Unpacking Life with the box and the basket. When do you decide to make a basket or not? Just game time decision?
Game time decision.
Right.
Depends on my mood.
So today we're going to be talking about 5 things that make our life easier throughout business, parenting, marriage. I feel like there should be more than 5, but we'll talk about 5 today.
We don't have so long.
But before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we appreciate y'all listening, watching, however you're getting our content. So let's dive into it. What's your number 1?
Number 1. Are we going to say it together?
No, I don't even know what they are.
For me, it's the calendar. The family calendar. Because we have it on each other's phones.
Yeah.
So if you save something in the calendar,
it's just a regular iPhone calendar.
Yeah.
If you're an Android user.
I don't know how you do it. Or I'm sure they have something similar, but
maybe.
Anyway. Everything goes in the calendar.
Yeah.
So if we have something to do, like I check it several times a day because sometimes I forget.
Yeah, here comes drunk Vanessa.
I forget what's going, like right now it's 8:30 in the morning. I don't remember what we have to do at 11 or 12.
Stretch lab.
Yeah.
And then we have pedicures.
Then we have to go to Sprouts.
That wasn't on the calendar.
To check, yeah. Well, it is now. I put it on there. But it just helps because we don't always have the time to like call each other and text each other and say, hey, I'm scheduling this. Are you going to be fine?
Yeah. Because
we make it a point, like everything that we have to do goes in the calendar. So whenever something's going on, or if I'm going somewhere and I'm scheduling an appointment, I check the calendar and your stuff is already in there because we put it in there right away. Then I know what I can schedule. Or if I need to get a babysitter. Or
there's been a couple times where it like lags.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't go on there until I reopen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super helpful, especially for me because I remember before I'd be at an appointment or something, and like now I need to schedule my day out. Before I knew my schedule, but before I would be at a doctor's appointment or something, and I'd have to text you like, "Hey, what are we doing on the 4th? Anything?" And then because you only had your own calendar, we didn't have like a shared one. But now it's super easy. Go to the chiropractor. I'm like, oh, Vanessa's already coming next week on Wednesday. Put me down for that time too.
Yeah. So it's good. It's helpful. Also, I was going to tell you yesterday, but I didn't.
Oh, here we go.
For football season.
Let's go, Cowboys. Next week, baby.
Can you let me finish?
Sure.
Jiminy Christmas.
Let me hear it in the comments. Who's your favorite football team?
Oh, gosh.
And if it's not the Cowboys.
Here we go.
I don't want to hear it.
Now you're finally going to get some hate in the comments.
I already did.
Oh, yeah, somebody.
What'd they say?
Called you manipulative.
No, he said you got the manipulative Riz.
Riz? I don't even know what Riz is.
Charisma.
I could see that.
City boys up. Just kidding. That's not my life anymore.
Anyway. This is the wrong podcast.
That's how I got you, though. Being a city boy.
Yeah, but that stuff gets
city
old.
Boys. There's a funny page I follow on IG. It's called City Boys.
We shouldn't do these anymore in the morning.
They always play. I forgot what cartoon it is, but he's like a Boy Scout leader, and then it's like a cartoon. He's like City Boys.
Okay.
So funny. But anyways,
go Cowboys. So what I was telling you. Is for the football season.
Yep. I will be unavailable every Sunday,
if you don't let me finish,
Monday,
I'm gonna chop you in
Thursday, some Saturdays.
No, the important games.
Listen, I won't watch football on Wednesdays.
They
Fridays,
don't play it on Wednesdays. They don't.
And Tuesdays.
Tuesday,
Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
They don't
some
show.
Saturdays.
Those
nights are for you.
There's no football on those days.
Of course there is.
Seriously, let me finish. Important games that we have to be home for.
Every game?
No.
Yes.
Stop. You guys see what I have to deal with? Or hear this?
I'm delusional in the mornings.
I need you to save them in the calendar and like block out time. Like no honey-do list from this to this time.
Okay.
It has to be reasonable.
Guaranteed every Sunday from
all
August
day?
Until February.
All day?
Yes.
No.
I got to keep up with my leagues. Every game is important.
No. Every Sunday you're going to have a few hours that you dedicate to what I tell you to do.
Okay.
Which brings us to our next...
From 8 to 11. Those are your few hours.
That's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
3 hours? Psh.
And then you leave me alone for the rest of the day.
You know how much work I can have you...
But I got to sleep in until 9:30 on the weekend.
You just said 8 to 11. You screwed yourself.
No, those are your times. If I'm asleep, I can't help it.
You won't be. I'll make sure of it. Okay,
Send Aubrey in to wake me
brings us to our next thing that makes our life easier.
Oh, we're done with the calendar?
Yep. Did you have something to contribute?
No.
Okay. The second thing making our life easier. It's also
Therapy?
on the phone.
Notes.
Yeah. Yes.
Vanessa has 100 notes.
Ricky has like 5 and he gets overwhelmed.
I look at one.
Yeah.
That's my workout. No. To know what I'm doing the next day.
Not the honey-do list?
Oh, yeah. I look at that once in a while. Whenever you yell at me, and I'm like, oh, shit, I haven't checked it in a few days.
So what we do is, if you're an iPhone user, you know how to do this, I believe. I don't know for Android how it works, but...
No, they're probably blind.
For iPhone, in the notes section, you can share it with someone. So if I add like, oh, we need... you need to check the battery on the kid's 4-wheeler and see if you can replace it or throw out the car. I put it on there, and then it automatically...
When did you put that in?
It's on there.
Right now?
It automatically shares it to him. Read the list.
Which? Oh, the honeydew list?
Yeah.
It says Vanessa updated it
the
5 days ago.
The key to it is that your husband actually checks it.
Put a sign and lockbox up. Got it. Blind quote for cat?
Yeah. Did you call?
Oh, the blinds. Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, they're supposed to be calling me.
Okay, see.
Replace car battery for red car or throw it out. I say we throw it out. Touch up paint exterior hole. What exterior hole?
The one that you just cocked.
Oh. All right. Hang up towel rack for kids' bath. Salt for salt water softener. Book Roman's party. August 10th.
We have to book Roman's birthday party. But right
Why
now,
on August 10th?
I try to do it for September 10th and it won't let me book that day.
Okay.
It's like blocked out. Anyway,
I can get that knocked down in a few days.
Not that everybody knows our honey-do list.
I always tell Vanessa, like, just tell me once and it'll get done. Like, you don't need to remind me every 6 months. It will happen, all right?
I knew that was coming. Dad joke. Cue it. But also, like, around Christmas time or birthdays, if we really want something and we're not going to buy it ourselves, we put it on a gift list that we share with each other.
That makes life a lot easier. Except if you have like a bougie ass wife that wants freaking chandeliers and weird stuff from Pottery Barn.
That's crazy.
But I'll get it for you, my love. Because you're the best.
Okay. Third thing, making our life so much easier. What?
I feel like we should start a list with Dion on it now that he has an iPhone.
Of what he has to do?
Yeah.
Genius.
And I just thought of that right now. And then he has to get that shit knocked out every day. Yep. A shit that we need him to do. Let's get all the kids an iPhone. I was like, shit we need him to do before he asks for a damn sleepover or to play on his PC or to go whatever.
I've been thinking about making Aubrey a list every day.
Yeah.
To like check off. But she could check it on her iPad, I guess.
She would be a lot better than Dion.
Well, she's a girl.
Yeah.
We get stuff done.
Girls are like way more organized. Sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends on what.
Okay, next thing. We just completed this. That makes our life so much easier.
Breakfast?
No.
Pills?
No.
I don't know then.
Grocery delivery and pickup.
Yeah. Ever since COVID, like I think COVID really blew it up where everybody was like, I don't have to go into the store. Y'all just deliver out my groceries here. Although they jack up like a third of the order
It's
every
worth
time.
it. For us especially,
Yeah,
like
no, we're super busy.
the amount you have to think of it, the energy and the time you're putting out.
No.
Because today we needed stuff from Costco, King Soopers, and Sprouts.
Yeah.
That's like half our day, which we don't have.
If you go hungry, yes.
Yeah. And then you buy stuff you don't need. You buy stuff on impulse. You buy stuff, usually the stuff that you, like it looks good, it doesn't taste good. Like just stick to the things that you.
You know what I just thought about? So a long time ago, I saw this documentary on how like grocery stores are set up. And I bet you they lose a ton of money with delivery.
I'm sure.
Because a lot of their stuff, like the stuff that's at the register, that's supposed to be like impulse buys.
Yeah.
Like you see it, you're like, oh, that's cool, I want it. And then you're already there. Like you don't have time to think about it.
Nope.
But now with the checkout or the delivery stuff, you don't have a chance to do that. Unless you're like, they still advertise the stuff though. Right before your checkout, like, do you need any of these? Do you need any? They
all like the time. Sometimes it does get me. But I'm like, no.
Oh yeah.
Then I think about like the space that I have, that we have in the pantry and the freezer, and that I don't want it to be overflown with stuff. Is that a word? Overflowing with stuff. Yeah. So I'm like, no.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
It's gonna stress me out. So
I know. A while ago when I had ordered groceries, I only had like 5 things, and then they kept getting me with that. Do you need this? And then I needed Captain Crunch. I needed
that King Super's algorithm got you real quick.
Oh yeah,
it's like, it's Ricky shopping.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Let's give him all the junk.
Kids could use that. You need some Oreos?
Literally, that is the worst breakfast. All it is
cereal,
like sugar, and artificial everything. It's horrible.
I know it's horrible, but it tastes so good.
Okay, well.
And then I never drink milk. I drink the milk after Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's why I stopped asking you the grocery order. Because I'm like, nah, this all kinds of stuff that we don't need. Danimals, Captain Crunch.
You Reese's just bought Danimals.
Well, that one time. I say you can have a candy, a little piece of chocolate every day,
but the Reese's cereal, that was for me. That's my little guilty pleasure once in a while. I haven't had it in like 6 months.
That's
the last time I ordered the groceries.
No, you're wrong.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to go pick up the grocery order today. Or are they delivering it?
Costco's being delivered. King Soopers we have to pick up.
All right. I'm going to step in and pick it
up. Okay. Moving on. The fourth thing making our life easier.
Wait. We're not done with the delivery stuff.
No?
No.
What?
Because remember what started the whole delivery thing for us? During COVID? That everybody was out of eggs and milk. And then somebody put us onto Royal Crest. And then Royal Crest was like, yeah, we're stocked all the time.
Yeah.
And then,
so they bring you milk and eggs.
Yeah, they bring you a little milk, but it's like old school back in the 50s. But
which is good.
Yeah.
So if you're working, you're overwhelmed, you feel like at the end of the day you don't want to go grocery shopping, spend the $10. If you have like a Walmart Plus membership.
Yeah, it's dope.
Then it's free delivery. You just have to tip. And then if you have an American Express Platinum, they will pay for your Walmart Plus membership. Which is $14 a month.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I get that all these little $10 could add up, but we only order like once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so then it's totally worth it.
I think we budget into our life for conveniency.
Yeah.
Like,
Conveniences.
It's too early. I sound like you now. Everybody's gonna be like, Ricky's drunk. But yeah, we're at the point in our life where we're like, we're busy. We work full time, more than full time sometimes. Our kids are growing up in Hungary and whiny. They have all these activities.
We have
So
our
sometimes it's just
activities,
more
yeah.
convenient to pay an extra $10 to have something delivered or picked up for us than spending an hour at the grocery store. Especially me, because I don't know where crap is, and I'm just walking around in circles half the time. I'm like, oh,
Especially all the organic stuff I ask you to get. You're like,
yeah.
oh, where is it?
They didn't have it.
Yeah.
And then I find an empty shelf and I send her a picture. And I'm like, they were all out. Sorry.
Manipulative Riz.
City boy.
So anyway, highly suggest it.
Yeah. All right, now we can move on. What was the next
fourth thing that is making our life easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad. Don't judge us. I really don't care. It's kids' electronics.
Oh, hell yeah.
The kids have the Amazon Fires, like the kids version, so they can't get on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pre-downloaded with little games and apps and shows. And then Dion has like the grown-up version where he reads on a lot. And then they have Aubrey has a VR and Dion has a VR.
Mm-hmm.
Roman will tell you that he plays VR all day long.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. But like right now they're in school. But on summer break, for example, when they were home or on the weekends, if we have to record, because last week we were having our bathroom remodeled.
Yeah.
And the contractor is here during the week, so we can't even record because it's so loud in the house. So we have to record on the weekend. So we make them play outside. Don't let them get on their tablets. And then when we sit down to record for like 45 minutes, they can get on their tablets in the VR. And then as soon as we're done, we tell them to get off.
Yeah.
And is it great? No, but it saves us.
But it kind of is, though.
I mean, they're sweaty.
Yeah.
Like Roman, literally,
they play
and Aubrey,
this game.
Their hair is wet.
Yeah, they play a game called Gorilla Tag, and it like keeps them super active.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's a video game, but I see both sides of it, right? Because I don't want my kids to be dependent in like tablet
It's probably
junkies.
not good for their eyes, especially Roman because he's little.
Yeah, but he doesn't play super often.
No.
Or for long.
It's like a
time.
treat for sure.
But I see both sides of it, right? Because you don't want your kid to be stuck on a tablet all the time, or them being raised by a tablet. But then the world is coming to the point where electronics, virtual reality, IA,
IA
give me chills up my
investigation.
spine. AI, and like everything is turning over towards that now, and you don't want them to be behind the curve when they're teenagers or adults, where they can get an awesome paying job playing VR. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Building
Hopefully
up programs.
not. I hope that's not their future, but
if it pays well and it makes them happy, why not?
10 hours of playing VR.
No, I'm saying like using it or to building these systems or using the systems for the world.
You've said this before. I agree, but then I kind of don't agree because they're kids and they learn so quickly. If Roman had never been exposed to a tablet in his life up until he's 5 today, and we gave him one, within a couple weeks, he would know all the ins and outs. You know what I mean? So,
right, but if we keep them from it until they're a teenager, then they're going to be behind the curve.
Probably. Maybe an adult.
Yeah. And then, like back in the day, right, they're like, get off video games, go play outside, and they didn't want you to play like the PlayStation or Xbox. But then the military uses Xbox and PlayStation controllers to control these drones that are essential to winning wars. I mean, I'm assuming, not knowing, I don't know if they already have it or not, but I'm assuming at some point they're going to have a VR where you're sitting in the pilot seat of this drone.
Moving it around.
That could be an awesome job. Dion's trying to go to the Air Force. Something he could do.
We'll see. But it does, save our life when we have to do work.
Yeah.
Or, we don't have a babysitter.
Just keeps them quiet for a little bit.
And, we're taking a trip to Germany in October, which is a 10-hour flight. I don't care how long they're on the tablet, honestly. As long as Roman's not asking me for a snack every 2 minutes, which he literally does, I don't care. Like, if you have a headache from watching the tablet so long, I'm fine with it. And usually when we go on trips like that, like when we went to Mexico, leading up like 2 or 3 weeks, we rarely let them on it, so that when it's like withdrawals, so that when they get on the plane, they're like, oh, I have a tablet, like it's a new thing.
Yeah, they only have X amount of games on the tablet, and if they use it consistently or constantly,
they get tired of it.
They get tired of it, and they're like, I don't have any games to play.
Yeah.
So we'll like keep it away from them for a couple weeks, and then like, all right, you can have your tablet. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'll keep them entertained for. Probably
not I don't know.
10
we'll
hours,
report back on how that trip goes, how the airplane ride is, and if you have any tips for us for a 10-hour travel.
I'm just glad we don't have to wear freaking mask the whole time. Could you imagine going to Germany with a damn
You
mask?
would be eating a snack the whole time.
Yeah.
So that you wouldn't have to put it back on.
I rarely wear a mask.
Anyway, so our 5th thing making our life easier we could not agree on.
Yeah.
So we're just going to talk through it. What do you think it is?
I still think it's our roster of babysitters and helpers and people that help us the most.
Yeah. I think it could also be maybe we need a longer list or we just can't decide. I think recently that we started going to the chiropractor, getting stretched by someone, getting massages more frequently. I think those things are making our life easier because our stress levels are down, so we're handling everything a little bit better.
Would that fall into our support group?
Yeah, let's do that. So 5 is
having a good support group.
Yeah, whether that's
babysitting,
hairstylists, babysitters, in-laws, parents, friends that are supportive, which we have the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a lonely life. It was just us. We can make it work, but we're really, really lucky to have a good support system and be able to afford certain luxuries that bring our stress level down. And it's not like for the last 10 years we've been getting massages every week.
Just like the last few months. This just
recently started. So, we skimp on other things so that we can work on our bodies and our mental health and all that stuff.
Yep.
That is our list.
Yeah.
5 things making our life easier. We would love to hear what makes your life easier.
Yeah. Let us know what your top 5 or top 10 or top 20
whatever
things are in your life that make it easier, and maybe we'll adapt some. Always looking for easier ways out. So, like always, we always appreciate y'all listening, watching, however you're getting our content. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.